Good morning, this is Jordan with Balco Property Grounds in Holland. Today we're back at the Aylesbury Road property, which I did the mulching and spring cleanup. Today's customer was gracious enough to hire me once again, and today we're going to be taking care of this brush over here. It's about 92 feet of overgrown, we'll say hedges. They're not really quite trees, and she just wants them taken down, not all the way, but to where it looks nice. And then we're going to go ahead and take care of these weeds at the bottom. So today's equipment that we're going to be using is a long extended hedge trimmer, steel product right here. Steel, hopefully you guys can sponsor me one day. And then we're going to go ahead and do the weed cleanup at the bottom and just get everything looking as nice as possible for the customer. Okay, so we're about 3.5 hours into the job, and we did get the first stage done, which was cutting the brush down the line. And more importantly, as I go up this ladder, just to give you guys a show or a preview as to the top portion, which was going up towards the wire. The customer was very worried that the neighbors would be upset about the wire, so we did go ahead and get this cut down. These little sprigs in the back, I'm gonna have to go and knock on the neighbor's door behind them just to make sure that we can get it. And then now we're gonna be moving to weeding and then getting all this brush to the dump and then coming back and doing the weeding. Okay, so we're back, we're at the truck, and as you can see, the trailer's full of brush. It's a good thing I did bring the trailer today. Now, most importantly, this is something that I was hoping to do earlier on. I just never got around to it, but I finally did. Is I'm an official waste hauler of Baltimore County now. So basically what this means is that I don't have to pay every single time I go to the dump. I'm charged on a monthly basis. I get to go to the dump an unlimited amount of times, and on top of that, I can go to all 3 dumps in the county. So I'm not limited to just going to the Days Cove Road dump out in eastern or northeast Baltimore County, getting close to Hartford County. So that's going to make my job more efficient, and now I can better service the customers. Hi, so we're back at the house at East Aylesbury Avenue. The customer has been great. We're getting So one of the things that I do want to stress is the importance of safety while doing these jobs. So when you're using a weed eater, especially when you have a blade attachment on here instead of string, brush is going to fly everywhere. So for you homeowners and you DIYers that think you can do it yourself, and I know you guys can do it yourself, please wear the proper protection. I've known people that have almost lost an eye. I've myself have had a couple of close calls. So always wear at the bare minimum sunglasses or goggles. And me, I go a little bit overboard with the face mask and the ear protection because I don't want to go deaf. But with that being said, I am very happy with the way that this job has turned out so far. What we're going to do next is we're going to rotor till up the remainder of the weeds after we get the bulk of it out and have that nice blank canvas for the customer. Okay, so we're getting to the last phase of the job, which is going to be the rotor till. What we have here is a small Honda engine rotor tiller. You really don't need the big, huge commercial grade ones. This little guy is going to be just fine for the job. Like I said, what we're going to do is we're going to make a nice base for the customer, and I'm going to show you guys a slow-mo video as to what rotor tilling looks like in action. Okay, so we're in the last phase of the project. I'm kind of happy I don't have to actually wear a helmet. I can talk to you guys without one. So I'm also able to listen to some music, some Bruce Springsteen and a couple other things I like to listen to while working. So for the last phase, we couldn't get everything with the tiller. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and just use the good old hands and a good old rake and get this all finished up for our customer.